Hello friends, my name is Manoj Kumar from Corp IT. In today's interesting video, we'll learn something about a Docker model runner. Not only we learn about bit about Docker model runner, along with that we'll also build a ChatGPT like application that will use a local LLM. So let's see how it goes. So I hope you guys are familiar with the Olama. So Olama is also a tool using which you can run the LLM model locally. But recently Docker launched its own thing called Docker Model Runner. Using this also, you can run your own LLMs locally. It's not necessary that you should own that LLM. There are like if you go to this repo, so there are lots of LLMs that are available. So based upon your system configuration, you can choose any of the one. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So let me just open up my terminal. So first you need to make sure that you have the latest version of the Docker Compose. By shooting this video, this is the current latest model that is available with it. So once you have that, you can go to this. You can like see about like what is the how you can use it, what are the feature and all those stuff. I'm not covering all those things over here. So let's just check this. So it like I already enabled that, so it will show me the status. Okay, so it is also stating Docker model runner is running. So in the same way you list your images, so in the same way you can list your model. So how you can do that? Docker model ls. So you can see this is one of the smallest model that I downloaded for my testing purpose, and we'll see how we can use that. So for the reference, I already created this blog. So if you have any confusion in following that, you can just simply come to this article and just copy paste the command. So let's just pull one of the smallest LLM. In our case, that is small LM2. You can check it from here by coming over here. So this is the model that we are using. So I already have this model locally, so that's the reason it did not take much of a time. Now let's just run that Docker model run and the model name, and let's just ask a query. What is containers? Okay, let's just see. So it just give an output, and if you run it like that, so it just give you the response and exit out from the console. Let's just something else also. What is Nutanix? So it also share about that. So now if you want to instead of asking one question at a time, you can also open an interactive session. For that you just need to run this, and now you are in the interactive session. Let's just see what is VMware. uh, what is Kimu. So like that you can ask. So now we need not that. Now let's just jump into the project how we can do that. So this is how you can interact with this tool. Now let's just see how we can do that, how we can build a chat GPT like application locally. So you need to come down to here and you need to clone this repo. So this is the repo that we are using. This is the official example from the Docker, so that will use that. But I modified a bit based upon my requirement. So let me just go to the desktop, and I believe I already have a folder. So let me just delete this. Now I have deleted it. Let me just clone from the original repo. So it is there. If we go to hello Gen AI, you can see there are lots of files. Now we have to add the environment variable. So we need to do cat.env. So as you can see, this is the model that is mentioning over here, but we want to use our local model, that is this AI small LLM2. So how we can do that? We can edit this env file, and we come down over here and we'll do I and control. Okay, we cannot do that. Now let's just update this file. Now if you can see here, our env file is updated with our local LLM. Now we'll create a Docker application of that. So for that we'll refer the docker compose. So if we do the docker compose cat, it's a very big file, but we don't need that, because if you can see in a file, this is a node.js section. So like when you run this file, it will run your node.js application also, python application also, and your go application also. But in an example we'll only run the python application. So let's see how we can run that. So let's just make this file empty. So how we can do that? Cat dev null and docker compose. Now we'll create docker compose. Now if you can see here, I already have what should be the content of that, so you can copy paste from that. Once copy, you can like start building the image. It will take some time because it will download the image. And so as you can see here, now our application is running. Our application is running in this particular port. So if we go over there, see, our application is running. If you want to interact that, Sony XM 400 headphone. Okay, so this is the one of the headphone that I'm using. So let's just search about this. So let's see what will show. But like it's on an interactive shell, we can make into the background also. So we'll do after that. So you can see, just give a small summary of that. So if you have a very basic task, you can use this LLM. So you need not to depend upon the online LLM. Let's suppose you have a dark site or something, there also you can run it. And you can make sure, like if you are using the container, so you can make sure that you have all the things, like you can secure that container, you can cut down the internet access, so that your sensitive data will not go outside. So yeah, that's all for it. Okay, now let's do one more thing. So let me just stop it. Now let's just try to run in the background. Okay, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so hyphen will do. Okay, D. Now it is running. How we can verify? Docker ps hyphen a. So you can see our application is running. Now if you can refresh it, yeah, it is there. Now tell me about Docker. So yeah, this is a simple way to run your own container or own LLM locally. So that's a great way. You can try it out. If you have any query, you can let me know in my article. You can let me in the YouTube comment, and I will be more than happy to assist you further with that. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Till the time, peace.